smallmouth, maybe two smallmouth.
So I have experienced a lot of different cultures and environments.
Yep.
Bergen County, just a giant melting pot of all of them to me.
Yeah.
Drop_shot_54 says, but we do have 6+ pound smallies up here.
Yes, that's the difference, but that's still not big. I'm catching 8-pound largemouth down here. You feel me? So it's not. I'll prefer the largemouth for the less of a headache. Is that a fish or is that a snag? That's a snag. Yep, it was a snag. Yeah, they're not setting up on these rocks. I say that and he picks it up right after I get off the rock. He picked it right up. It's a baby.
Danso888777 says, you guys got salt and freshwater combined. We just got freshwater canals from the mines full of roach, perch, and pike. Drop_shot_54 says, I do, but you can't beat a smallie fight law.
No, you cannot. Smallmouth are one of a kind, bar none.
Danso888777 says, oh, get fish.
Yeah, smallmouth are bar none. If you ever get a chance to try out to fish for Alabama spotted bass, you would be thoroughly impressed that they're the perfect.
Danso888777 says, nice biggie.
Thank you. They're the perfect. It's not a largemouth and it's not a smallmouth fish. They fight as hard as a smallmouth, but they can get big like a largemouth. But normally they stay like really runty size.
Drop_shot_54 says, almost the same here.
But they stay super runty size. I would definitely say check out a Alabama spotted bass. Like if you can get down to like Lanier, Hartwell. Yeah, this is exactly. They got roll tide. Like Hartwell and those places, man. Alabama spotted bass are ridiculous. They're fun. Our buddy C-Dye came down from Ohio. He fishes for smallmouth, largemouth, but he's never caught an Alabama spot. And while we were fishing Richard B. Russell 3 weeks ago, he had the comparison. He's like, they're like smallmouth, but they fight so hard. You never know what size it is. Yeah, they're a fun fish. They're just stupid. They eat anything and everything. I think that's our buddy Sean up there. I think that is our buddy Sean.
Drop_shot_54 says, I've been there many times. I fish MLF tournaments.
Oh, okay, though. Yeah.
Danso888777 says, fishing and catching in the kayak with Crocs, man, is living the dream.
It's something. I don't know if it's a dream, but yeah, the Alabama spotted bass have been fun.
Mr. Crowley says, I want to try them shoal bass.
Yeah, shoal bass is that's. I was on Gabby's stream. We were talking about it because I was telling her about a trip I was planning to head down to Georgia, and sure enough, she spotted where I was heading off the rip. Once I said the bass species and what I was looking for in a river, she said, "Yeah, this is exactly where you're going." I was like, "Yeah, that's where I'm going." Damn stalker. She called it
Sammy_F_
bar
says,
for
I've
bar.
never caught a smallmouth. I have only been fishing freshwater for like 3 years though, and never went out of my way for anything but largemouth.
Yo, I
Smallies
listen.
have different habits.
Yeah.
Where do they feed? I know where I go, got them in there. Mr. Crowley says, lol.
Yeah, smallmouth are slightly nomadic. Well, I can't say they're nomadic. Smallmouth are nomadic, so you're gonna have to find them normally where they're moving with their migration and or their feeding habits.